What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. What's the leading cause of death in Taiwan? The country's health ministry has released its annual report with the top 10 for last year. Erika Liu takes a closer look.
A cancer diagnosis every 10 minutes. That's the stark figure and painful reality that's made cancer the leading cause of death in Taiwan in 2022. According to the Ministry of Health and Welfare, the disease has been the biggest killer in the country for the past 41 years. But the rate is increasing.
疫情中受影响最大的两个癌症一个是大肠癌，一个是口腔癌，筛检率下降的比率也是最高的。
The number of deaths from cancer is double heart disease, which ranks second in Taiwan, but globally is the biggest killer. In 2021, COVID was number 19 on the list. Last year, it jumped to number 3. In 2022, the death toll from disease rose 14% from the year before to 208,000 people. Experts speculate this is related to an increase in COVID cases and Taiwan's aging population.
高龄者的冲击是最大的，特别是没有完整接种满3剂的这个个案。
Along with COVID, there has also been an increase in deaths from suicide in 2022 compared to the year before. The biggest rises were seen in the age groups of 15 to 24 and those over 65. While the statistics from the government report were mostly expected, it highlights a clear message about public health. Monitoring, screening, and check-ins, both physically and mentally, are the keys to prevention. Howard Chang and Erika Liu for TaiwanPlus.
As more Metoo cases in Taiwan come to light, women legislators are looking to improve the ways people can report instances of sexual abuse. Jeremy Olivier has more.
Public hearing on Monday morning, led by women who aim to help victims of sexual misconduct. These legislators and experts are working to identify problems in Taiwan's sexual harassment prevention laws. Since early June, more and more people have come forward with allegations, including against prominent public figures. The growing number of revelations is being dubbed Taiwan's Metoo movement. President Tsai Ing-wen has apologized for an inadequate legal framework for addressing the issue. She's promising reforms. That includes amending laws in the next legislative session. Legislator Su Qiaohui has highlighted the focus for future amendments.
我认为未来的修法应该有3个方向。第一个是让受害者有信任感、安全感，不会有2度伤害。第二，法律外的服务要更周全。第三，是申诉期间要拉长，处理的时间要更快速。
Up to 80% of sexual harassment victims don't report their cases to authorities, government figures show. Experts say this shows how the legal system has failed people most in need. Taiwan has 3 acts that deal with sexual violations, one for schools, one for workplaces, and one for the rest. But law professor Guo Linghui says that lines can often blur or become unclear when it comes to enforcing these regulations.
当这个学生踏出校园，而他对象不是我们现在所说的校长、教师、职员、工友或者学生的话，他就没有办法被保障了。受雇人他当然，如果雇主有一个完善的性别友善措施是没有问题，他重点是他可能不是在上班时间。
Aside from ambiguity in the current laws, experts also say there need to be better systems in place for victims to make complaints to authorities without fear. Lawmakers are set to draft a proposal based on the information gathered in the hearing. The government says it will prioritize this bill and will review it as early as August. Devin Tai, Eugene Huang, and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan is known for its wide variety of marine life, some of which is endangered, but not all have legal protection. Erika Liu looks at one type of giant clam, which is an endangered species, but is still being sold openly in parts of the country.
These giant clams are being sold at a seafood restaurant in the tourist hotspot of Kending in southern Taiwan. The species is endangered, and angry residents reported the restaurant to authorities. But the clams were already sold out by the time officials arrived, and even if there had been some left, there's not much the authorities could have done.
预定将7种砗磲贝列为珍贵稀有海洋保育类野生动物，可惜最后并未通过。因此，目前砗磲贝的贩卖陈列，并没办法依野生动物保育法来做处理。
The only protection the giant clams have is in national parks, where it's illegal to remove animals without approval. Violators can be fined $100. Park authorities are on the lookout for poachers, as the clams play an important role in marine ecology.
因为它表面会有很多的附着性的生物长在上面， 那甚至有一些鱼虾贝的幼苗幼生都会依附在砗磲壳的表面。
The Ocean Affairs Council says its original proposal was opposed by indigenous groups who use the clams in some of their traditions. The council is now working on a new proposal to better protect the giant clams. Leon Lien and Erika Liu for TaiwanPlus.
Farmers in southern Taiwan are raising concerns over damage caused by Formosan Sika deer. Though once an endangered species, their increased numbers have them searching for food in farms and orchards. Sandy Chi has the story.
The Formosan Sika deer, a species that at one point almost vanished from Taiwan's wilderness. After decades of repopulation efforts, they've become a common sight again in the country's south. But in places like the Hengchun Peninsula, not everyone is happy the animals are back.
The
Sika deer is a native species in Taiwan, but human population growth and hunting nearly wiped it out. In the 1980s, Taiwan began releasing deer kept in captivity back into the wild. Over the years, the numbers have increased to several thousand in some areas. But the deer have no natural predators and are densely populated, which means they've started to look for food in nearby farmlands. Pingdong is the third largest source of red dragon fruit in Taiwan, with an annual production value of almost $4 million. But Sika deer frequently wander into plantations. Local farmers say that sometimes 80% of their fruit is eaten before it gets to shops. Farmers have started putting up fences to keep the deer out. Some have also been patrolling with dogs, while others have set up bird repellers, which make loud noises to scare away the deer. But these are far from suitable solutions. In some cases, deer have died after becoming trapped in fencing. Experts are now pushing to include the Formosan Sika deer in the Forestry Bureau's Animal Conservation Plan. That way, farmers can be subsidized for helping to maintain their numbers.
它主要是针对包含了就是水獭、台湾黑熊、草鸮，然后现在还有包含水蛭，然后去做野生动物的保育，然后让农民就是有一份所谓的生态薪水。所以按照梅花鹿现在的身份是没有在这个范围之内的。
Around 2,000 Formosan Sika deer roam freely on the Hengchun Peninsula. Conservationists now face a new challenge: how to find a suitable balance between these indigenous animals and the people who make their livelihood in the area. Annie Xue and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Doctors at a hospital in central Taiwan have created the world's first vaccine patch to prevent allergic reaction to biting midges. Once again, Sandy Chi explains.
Red, swollen, and itchy. This is the work of a biting midge, known here in Taiwan as the little black mosquito. They are pests that prey on humans and animals. Biting midges are highly allergenic, with about 60% of people experiencing blisters, fevers, or swelling after being bitten. But the physical discomfort may soon be a thing of the past. Researchers from a hospital in central Taichung City have come up with the world's first vaccine patch to prevent allergic reactions caused by midge bites.
还没有办法正式使用在人体上面。那我们目前的主要是在动物实验已经全部都完成。
The patch contains DNA from the biting midge's salivary gland. Applied to rats, the rodents successfully developed antibodies. The hospital has spent 2 decades working on the patch. They say the effects could last up to 10 years.
在临床上，我们可能会贴前臂，因为最容易观察。
The vaccine patch is thought to be the first of its kind in the world. The process has been patented in Taiwan, with the results published in international journals. Alex Chen and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of Kilauea volcano erupting on Hawaii's Big Island. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.